Hello and very welcome indeed here to Laguna Seca. I was about to say Long Beach, glad I didn't. We started there, we're finishing at Laguna Seca, and I was just ever so slightly ahead here in practice. So into qualifying we go. We've got fuel set up, everything's looking good, so let's just get out here now once we fire up the Quattro. Well, you know, not the Quattro, it's a Mercedes. But we've got a few cars ahead of us, that won't be too much of a trouble. Again, a quick fire 10-minute qualifying session. Just 1 point behind Keke Rosberg in the championship, so that's what we are racing for today. As we come out here behind Chris Nissen. And this is an interesting circuit. It's very good. But it hasn't been one of my favourites in here, but it seems to be a lot better after the recent update. It just drives a lot better. I drove it in the GT4 car prior to the update, and it was just not particularly nice. I just couldn't find any kind of balance, any kind of pace, or any kind of grip in the circuit. It was just sort of really awful, like one of those places where nothing works for you at all, no changes you make work. It's just awful all round. And then after the update, it's been great. I had a race in the DPI here, I've been doing some practice session here. The car felt really good, we had good poise and balance in it. So really made wonders here, but we need to now build a gap here to Chris. Don't want to be right on his bumper as we start our first qualifying attempt. We've got some gap back to Franz Engstler. So let that grow here. Slow. Fire out of the final corner. And we'll see what we can do here on this qualifying run. Of course, a short race, 34 laps, compared to our endurance races we've just had. Let's focus here now. Oh, that's no good. That'll cost us on the opening lap here. Out wide. Of course, always do that. Oh, it wouldn't be a race in the Group 8 if I didn't miss 4th gear, would it? We'll get a banker lap in and then we'll try and work on it. Corkscrew. That's too much. Hitting that sausage curbing doesn't help anyone. Well, it helps those behind me in a race. And I've fucking fuck 4th gear again. And now we're driving in the final corner. So, banker lap completed there. We'll see what we can work with now. Bit of left foot braking. You've got to be patient. This is a track where you're patient on your inputs. Just got to let the car roll and settle, and then you can get on the throttle. Like that. That's good. Again, patient on the clutch, not rushing it. Left foot braking. Oh, we're going to be a bit wide here. Yeah. It just clung onto it. I don't think we're going to get pinged. No. So this lap is still in the offing. as we approach the Corkscrew and through it we go. It always feels a very tricky section there, particularly in a low downforce car. So let's see here how much we improve. Oh, we don't. We lost a lot of time in the final sector. Yeah, that'll be it for qualifying as far as I'm concerned. I don't think I'm going to top that. Ooh, that's spicy. Look at that. We've got a BMW up here near the front. Yes, indeed. It's Emanuele Pirro in second. So for once, the BMWs might make a showing for it here. We will, of course, just put in a bit more fuel down here. What we want to have is enough to go the full distance, as we've now learned. With this, it's a 34 laps, so let's put in... So put in 35 laps on here. That's a bit more than I had in practice anyway, so that should be good. So, yes, confirming here, session settings, 34 laps. That's looking good. Temperatures are fine. All of that's looking hunky-dory. So in we go here, and I forgot to, of course, clutch in. So here we go. Start line. Penultimate race. Bad start. Emanuele is getting a good run down my inside. Klaus Ludwig's all over my rear end. Dancing on the back of me. The turn one. Oh, yeah, he's looking down. Klaus is looking down. The runaway leader. Oh, I'm off here. The only real chance I think of taking the championship is if he has 2 non-finishers. Really, that's the only way. Of course, I'm getting some extra points for qualifying on pole. If we can grab fastest lap, that would be helpful as well. I realised I forgot to set up a strategy here. There we go. It's now sorted. So if we have a mandatory pit stop enabled for this race, we will only be changing tyres, no fuel being taken. Whoops. And we're hanging here with Emanuele, that's very good. Let's get the gear change right, shall we? Come down to what is actually turn 2 at this venue. That little kink up there is considered turn 1. Just tapping the brakes nice and much, slowing it down as to move the weight over the front axle there. Yeah, we're hanging with Emanuele right now. That's just what we need to be doing. We have pace in the car. We can just afford to let him stay here for now. We're not under too much pressure from behind. So we can just roll with this. That now I'm doubting whether or not that's a 3rd or 4th gear. Because we would have the higher revs that might help us pull out of that corner. Off wide here, that'll cost me time. It's a very tricky circuit in a low downforce car, this. We just need to try and be as smooth as we can be. Because Clout is right with us again. Championship leader. Down my inside. Just a love tap there on Emanuela. And there's Klaus on our left. Right, yeah, you're going to need to back up there, because what's going to happen if you're on the outside through that turn, you're going to get fed off. That's what's happened since the dawn of this circuit, really. Well, that part of the circuit, because originally the track, as you can see there, that access road was the original track layout. It just bypassed that little section there entirely. But again, Klaus sitting in third place, that's ruling out our championship winning potential, really. He needs to drop down further back. Oh, but he's touching me. He's playing for keeps here. He knows the process on as well. He wants to get ahead. He's coming down my inside once more. We also got Holland Ash joining in here in the fight. Oh, I got a bit of a slide going out of turn 2. But technically, isn't that 2 corners? I think it is. I don't know. It feels like it's 2 corners. That's the 4th gear, mate. Come on. So hanging with Emanuele. We're under pressure from Klaus and Holland. Van Schneider hanging in there as well, as far as I can see. And yeah, that is about it. There is a good air gap. Then back to... Is that Armin Harmer? It looks like one of the orange cars. So it might be. I doubt it's Wayne Gardner. Could be one of the Golf Mercedes cars. Alain Ferté or Walter Royal. The accidental lunge right there. Whoops. Cars getting a bit sideways right there. Now cars are getting packed up behind. This is going to get very spicy. I think we got... Oh, yeah. Klaus looking down our inside. Mate, you're in the championship lead. You do not need to be taking chances quite like that. We just need to gather this up now and get stable and... Oh, no. Messed that gear change up. We've got Holland on our outside. But Emmanuel is not getting away. This is a ferocious battle pack out the front of the field. And we still got 29 to go. And again, it's sort of, I've got pace, but I don't think I've got enough to pull away if I get past Piro. So, and especially not when we do that, Christ alive. Yeah, even on a clean lap, I don't think I've got the pace to pull away. So I think we're better served just sitting back here, watching, not taking any undue risks. Oh, that feels more like a third gear corner, actually. Yeah, we got Klaus all over us now here. Gee whiz. He brakes early. Oh, yeah. Nearly ran myself off there, slightly helped by Klaus Ludwig. And then we got Bernd Schneider helping out his teammate by putting me under pressure immediately. Now we're dropping off here, we need to hang with these guys. Oh no, again, just that bloody gear change. Though that was a good run through the corner there. Coming up here, approaching the Corkscrew. So yeah, after lap 6 here, it's looking okay. We're just over a second behind the lead of P3. Again, they're not getting away from us. We are hanging with these guys. That's what we need to be doing right now. I think my front wheels were locking a bit much there, so I was a bit eager on my brake balance moving. But we'll run with these guys, we'll see what we can grab here at the end. Yeah, I had to back out of that one, otherwise I'd have been getting fed off. That's a mess. I got all and all over our rear end. feel like we're just about losing touch here with the front runners. They could just be from a couple of bad laps there. Because I feel like I'm more under pressure from Haaland than I am putting pressure on Klaus. Although, that's obviously putting him under pressure. Then there's this fucking corner here that is so tricky. That seemed like it went okay. Oh, that's no good. That would cost me hugely. That even got me a track limits warning, which feels odd. But okay. We just need to calm ourselves down here. You think you got to have the car settled there before you turn in, otherwise you have Understeer City all over you. So we're going to have to work on that. Now we've got Haaland again, he's really putting the pressure on. You really don't want to hit that sausage curbing there, it really upsets the car massively. And I'm a bit wide, that's going to cost me, that's going to open up a chance for Haaland. But he backs out of that one, I'll just try and take the line a bit harder there. But I checked myself up, and now Haaland's going to have a run down our outside. My entry here is a bit shallower, so it's sliding more on the exit. Well, we grabbed fourth without an issue. And again, we are hanging with these guys. And we should, in theory, at least be getting more and more comfortable here in the car as we turn these laps around. Ooh. Yes, he's settling it in early is really important through there. Yeah, Bam's now getting a move on. He knows he needs to get up here and put the pressure on me in case Klaus has a DNF. You know, so that's his sense now. I will be the championship contender to Klaus if there are any issues for him, both here and in the final race. Although I would suspect that in the final race, if he goes into it with me finishing like this, he'll still have it in the bag, but we will see. For now, we just need to focus on running this race and not do that, because again, Schneider's now through, and that are about to become the widest Merc in the West. And remember what I said about being fed off if you're on the outside through one of those corners? Yeah, that's what happens. Well, let's not do that again. Hallelujah. That was a Hail Mary like nothing else, and it was entirely unintentional. Nice Ash back in front. That's good for us. I think it's time we moved our brake balance a bit more forwards. Have we got somebody up on the inside? Yes, I do! So let's get our head down here. Oh no, 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 no. That's pushing too hard. So yeah, we are hanging with these guys, and it looks like we have a good gap back to Keke Rosberg, so top stop for that. But we are of course battling as well to be there in case Klaus ends up having dramas at the end of the race. And again, as we turn laps here, we get more and more comfortable. Just putting the pressure on here, giving him the hurry up. got to be careful now. 2 out of 5. And we aren't even halfway. No! What am I doing? If we can avoid doing those things, we're going to hang really close with the front runners here, and we might be able to drop off Fallen and Bound. Which would be absolutely ideal. It would take the pressure off us quite a deal. Although Bound seems to have gone through now back there. So that could change their pace somewhat. Yeah, they're right with us again here. They're really playing for keeps. The Sonax boys are really putting on the pressure today. Meanwhile, Charlie's boys just leading away here. He's taking the pressure really good. And that could be a huge moment here for BMW in this final round to come away with a win. Oh, Bound got a good run here. But Bound, remember what happens at the outside here? Yeah, sensible boy. Oh, and now he's under pressure from Holland. I think a tighter line through there might actually be beneficial to us. The AI obviously running on a different physics model. So being tighter through there might help us out, because the camber looks to be more aggressive on the left side. Too much. Just again a testament to how hard I really am pushing here to stay with these guys and get up there. Oh, that's too much. That'll really cost me, yeah. We've got pace over Bound though, so I feel reasonably confident that we can get through him. But he'll be trying to back me up here. Oh, hit him in the back there. Tried to send it, but I think he might have moved over on me just slightly. So we know how to try and reconnect here. I'm just focusing now, trying to get this gap closed down once again. Yeah, that seems a lot better. So here, lap 21, still sitting P3. We're in reasonable touch here. Well, no. Let's point it this way, shall we? Thank you. No, we won't do that again, alright. I just missed it there, I reckon. I was anticipating a correction, which didn't come. Or rather, I did a correction that I didn't need to do, is the correct way of saying that, to be fair. Come on now, you're better than this. No, fourth gear, you know this, man. Come on. I'm in hot here. I just managed to save that. That's time dropped. That's more time dropped. Did he just pop a wheelie? Did he just pop a wheelie? I think third is the right gear through there because it'll help you stay inside. To 10 to go after this lap. Whoa, big moment there for Klaus. Oh yeah, side by side, that's what we need. That was very costly there, just that brake myself. had to take avoiding action. Oh yes, he bound immediately on me here. When he see I'm getting aggressive here, he's boom right in there. He's putting pressure on, holding me back. Fourth gear, you know this, come on. If I hadn't missed those two changes, I would have been right on him. No, 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 no. So now we're at that point where we need to think about making the move. Lap 29 out of 34. We're now at the point where we can't afford any mistakes, really. Like that, for example, but that worked out okay-ish. Oh, that was very costly. Now we have the final ping. go. That might be the win out of reach now. Especially when that follows up afterwards. Disaster, absolute disaster. Got to spend these last 2 laps on closing back up and getting past as many of those guys as we can. Damn and toast. I'm pushing too hard here, it's no good. It's gone. If this is what we're going to get. And that of course could throw everything up there. So just a quick tyre change here. Let's see where we come out by the end. Drop me. So we've made some gains here, it seems. And why do they stop after exiting the pits? I would like to know, why does that happen when you got mandatory stops on? Oh, we've jumped them though. They've continued. The lead runners has continued. And that's good. That's the important thing here. Then I don't feel like the win is being handed to me. They've continued in the race. So we've just outwitted them there on the pit strategy. So I'll take that. I'm happy with that. It's only if in the next race, if the lead runners just doesn't pit properly, I'll be like, yeah, right, I can't actually say that I won this because I didn't win it fair and square. But it's, you know, stopping for no fuel, just doing the tyre change. That's just good pit work right there. We were able to squeeze out as well into traffic where they may have been held up through traffic. So, yep, absolutely wonderful right there. There we go, a win, hard-fought win, probably wasn't entirely earned with that mistake towards the end, but again, I'll take it down there, pit work, pit strategy playing to our favour. But no idea what's going on here. So, let's give this cooldown lap. Let's see, yes, we did a very good job here as they come over the line. Although I'm not going to have fastest laps, so those are definitely points I'm losing. So we grabbed 50 points out of this round. But Schneider got 46, so we've not... Well, Klaus Ludwig, actually. Oh, Ban finished ahead. Oh, dear. So we got a 6-point advantage there over Klaus. Which sees us sitting in second, but again, he's out of reach. He is absolutely out of reach. Again, 4 wins, 6 podiums. Fair enough, really. As we move to the final race. Alrighto, here we are qualifying race 2, the final race of the series. And can we just confirm now that we have this one open, that what we need to put in is 63 litres. So I will have forgotten that and you'll shout at me later on when I don't remember that. Actually, what I want to do as well, I did a setup tweak here. Let's just move these back where they were so that we know, and then we head out here for qualifying. And look who we're pulling out behind. And look who we will be running behind here. Unless we can get through, of course. It's Klaus Ludwig. We might want to drop back a bit. It doesn't look like we have anybody right on our rear end. So we can afford ourselves a bit of a gap here. Oh no, somebody's definitely back there. Can't see who it is. But I can see it's Leopold von Bayern, His Majesty. But there's still a fair bit of gap. But we're building a good gap here to him. To Klaus, that is. Oh, we're not getting a lot of heat in these rubbers, are we? But away we go here. First time lap, we messed up 4th gear. Awful of me, but as you would expect these days, isn't it? Oh, it's 4th gear, mate. Come on, you know this. You just did that. I definitely didn't go and have some chocolate between race 1 and this qualifying session. No. As traditionally at this point, I buy snacks for Christmas, as we all do, good Christmas treats and whatnot. And then I forget that I need to go to like see family and stuff. So I always have far too much of it because I get lots of stuff there as well. So yeah, what a joyful position to be in though. One can never have too much chocolate and Christmas cookies and cakes and whatnot. It's great. So let's see where this lap puts us. And we must remember in the race that we are in effect racing Keke Rosberg. He's the one we need to look out for. He's third in the championship, just 10 points behind us. A win would be nice, but we really just need to stay 10 points ahead of Seca. Ah, penis in my arse. Ah, that's too wide, that's done. Those laps are scrubbed. One more attempt then. Then we run far too deep here into the corkscrew. The final lap coming into qualifying. What can we do? We are in so deep there. We might be going for another lap after this one. Ah, nice point, 069. We just need to not do all of what I just did there. No, that'll it. That'll it. Yes, that'll it. That's how we do words here. That'll it indeed. No, that's it for us, I suspect. So let's go ahead here and top it up, if I can remember. 70 litres. Yeah, we'll go with that. Again, just better safe than sorry, really. So we are starting... Oh, ho, ho, very tight. But again, all Keke Rosberg down as 10th. So, very interesting here as we move into race. The final race, that is. So, once again, let's confirm here. We've got fuel for the duration. Let's just quickly move over to user and we'll sort this out. Fuel. None. And then we do tyres. And we click save, and that'll be it. That'll be a 15-second stop. That all looks great and wonderful. So here we are on the line. Final race of the championship. And away we go. We're going to be down again. Pirro coming as well. Down our inside here. But we managed to cross over on him. That's a bit aggressive there on the cutting. We need to be careful as well at those points from race 1 where we got some cut track warnings. We don't need to be wrapping that up today. But we got Pirro putting on the pressure here. With Schneider leading this time. Ludwig down in fourth, with Pirro between me and him. But again, championship is out of the question for me. I mean, I would need to win, have fastest lap. I got the pole position, and I would need Klaus to not finish in the points. No, wait, that's not even possible here because you get 15 points even if you start the race. So yeah, I think the championship is out of the question. We're just racing now for position. Again, we're racing Keke Rosberg, so if we see him, that's a guy we need to mind. Everyone else is kind of irrelevant in that situation for us. Oh, but look at that. Ellen Law got a good qualifying as well. I went to 5th. Good for her. Oh, he's slow out of the final corner. But I grabbed 3rd there by mistake. So it's even Stevens. Let's see if I can sneak it down the inside. Yes, we're through. It cost me there. Oh, that's naughty. Being very aggressive there after Schneider's move over on me. Clear attempt to force me off the track. In a bit to get Klaus through along. Now that's not what we need to be doing here. But we need to make it very clear also to Bernd that we're not going to accept that kind of driving. Oh, that's no good. Ah, oh, balls on my face. That's no good. So 6 laps in. And we are in third, running with the leaders again. Oh, we got checked up there. Down into the Piro. Firing it down the inside of Schneider. Clear track ahead. Let's see if we can pull a gap on these guys. So 7 laps into the final race. We are leading, but no, we're not. Don't know what I was thinking there. Just absolute idiot move there. Oh. Well, if we made the mistake early doors in the race, that's good. And that's success. That's really what we want to see. Yes, sideways running, teammates bumping into each other. Please give me more. We gotta hang with these guys again. That really is the objective here. Don't let them get away. Oh no! This is not what we need at all. We need to put together a really strong race here to end the championship, and we do not need to end it terribly. I should have gone on the throttle there, that was just early. So yeah, oh wow, already 10 laps in. It's looking okay again here. And again, just more side-by-side running here. That's what we need to see. Schneider's still in the lead. But we need to see them be aggressive and attacking one another here. I have no idea how to take that one correctly. It just seems to be random. Across the line we go. Might be able to grab third here. No. Balls on my chin. I mean, what are you playing at here, brother? When you were swerving all over the road. I absolutely escorted him off there. But he has not been particularly kind in his way of racing me, so... Now we just need to get our focus back here. Holy mother of God, that was too hard, wasn't it? Oops. That's too much. We're going to be off here. Just barely made it through. But yes, side by side, give me more of that up front. Allow me to reconnect with the leaders here. And not when I do that, of course. Let's focus in here now. Let's run our marks, do our stuff that we need to do. Finish on a good note here. And then why is that going wrong for me all of a sudden? We're getting disconnected from the front runners. We got to get rid of this end of term feeling, which in fairness is present in a lot of real motor racing as well, where the final race just tend to be a bit off and awkward. Slightly distracting that. The people who live downstairs has apparently gone out, they smoke, and so now there's a gentle waft of awful tobacco smoke. Yeah, because I'm close to the door and the echo would be through the roof if I did. So I just got to live with that. And the relative display isn't working, which is wonderful. A bit of an oversteer moment there. Oh, that's how we get pinged, isn't it? Not that time. So for some reason I cut that right. where I haven't in the past. Not really sure what the difference is. Ayo. So you wanted someone to make a historic Laguna Seca because it did actually change over the years. Like again, it's been completely different down here at the bottom. We're sort of just bypassed the sort of infield-ish section we've got. I think the track would just carry on straight here and we'd link up back to that third gear right-hander after the bridge. You can see there's where it used to come through. I believe there were also some differences after the Corkscrew. From memory, it was more of a smooth run down as well. They've sort of slowed down the lap over the years. Ooh la la. Balls. But we didn't lose too much time. And I would expect the pit window to open on the last lap again. It seems like that's just what it's doing these days. No idea why. Oh, ran myself off there. Balls, balls, balls. I'm sucking on some balls. Oh, I didn't take too much speed off there and we went wide on the exit. And speaking of historic US circuits, one that would be interesting would be the original Watkins Glen, which were public roads. That was originally a public road track sort of around the sort of general vicinity. But I believe after an incident that killed spectators and a driver, that was a change and they built the original permanent racing circuit that has become what we know today as Watkins Glen. That would be neat. Also, I will always bring this up, but can we please have a Ream track? Reims. The old track that they used to run Formula 1 on in France. I think that is, with what limited experience I've seen, maybe it's just from it being a thing of the past, but it just looks spectacular to me. Like a mini Le Mans. It's a public road circuit down in France. The one that still has the tribunes and the pit complex being preserved. Which again, tantalisingly, makes me wish for a parallel universe where that track was still in operation. It can't run in that layout because there's, I don't know if it's an autoroute, but it's certainly one of the route nationales that goes down there, and it's now a dual carriageway. But look it up, it's fantastic. And it's one of those circuits that I really want to see recreated in a video game. It sort of falls out of this game's or Automobilista's spectrum of content because it's more of a 50s and 60s circuit, and this is sort of more geared towards 70s onwards, really. There is a version for Grand Prix Legend which has been converted certainly to GTR2 Power and Glory, but that is, as you can expect, looking quite dated at this point, because that is a Grand Prix Legends track that was converted without any real upgrades done to it. And they did host sports cars there as well. And I think it's just one of those iconic circuits that's been lost now. See, again, that's the one I'm struggling with now, I think, after the camber changes. I just can't get it in the right way there. Oi, oi. And also, in just over 2 hours, I'm getting me third dose. So, if this is never seen by the members of the public, it's because I've been killed by the vaccine, which, I mean, again, we are not getting the ones that are killing people, so not likely to happen, eh? Oopsie daisy. Hello, Ludwig. Wie geht's? Well, pretty good, I would imagine, because, you know, you are champion. Well, you know, champion-elect. Then again, I suppose as far as Ream goes, it could have become another Spa where it was a road circuit or one of those public road circuits. But it's now a permanent track and it's, in my opinion, really suffered from that. So I suppose it's one of those cases where they sort of avoided the, what I would consider desecration of Spa, because again, 60s Spa, before they made it much shorter, the big one, that was spectacular. It's an R-Factor 2. I think it's coming for Automobilista 2 as well. It's phenomenal to drive. And then, well, New Spa was driven for a long time as public road for a good part of it. But nowadays it isn't. It's all permanent, and I think it's just lost some of that. Some of that uniqueness and feel to it that it had back then. I mean, admittedly, the original Spa was very, very unsafe. But it was spectacular as well. Also, another addendum to that, how bloody fortunate are we that Bathurst wasn't a big F1 circuit, so it's been allowed to be kept in the state that it has been kept in. Otherwise that would have just gone as well. They would have had to absolutely butcher that layout if they were to try and bring it up to modern standards like that. I mean, GT3 racing, I would argue, is on the absolute limit of what that place can take these days. Because those cars are so fast over the top of the mountain that really, oh, it's getting close. Same with the Nordschleifer, really. We can't have GT cars get much faster before it becomes a significant issue around a lot of the tracks they race at that are quite special to watch. Like for me, the GT3's sort of shine when they go to places like Bathurst and the Nordschleife, because they put on a great show every time. But making them not that much faster than they are now, that wouldn't happen. That can't happen. So we just have to hope, really, that it stays the way it is. Oh, now we've got Puro coming back on us. We don't need that. Whoop. And there's only 9 laps to go. We're sitting P3, which again, we've not seen Keke Rosberg certainly make it into the top 6, so we're feeling very positive about this. We just need to bring this home. A win would be nice, but again, there's no point really pushing too hard here. We are hanging with the 2 Solnex cars. We've got Lamspoi right on our rear end. Good old Charlie Lamb. Although in many ways it was probably for the best that he passed in 2019, because Schnitzer closed down in 2020, as I believe his widow wanted her stake paid out that she inherited from her late husband. And they weren't able to continue running, so, you know, and with COVID, could have gone the way of Black Falcon. And now Phoenix, which has drastically reduced their output. So, in some ways, that's fortunate. But again, what a powerhouse they were. I mean, they raced GT3s, Schnitzer, they did the BMW prototypes. They'd done everything for BMW over the years. Charlie Lamb was the factory broke for BMW and motor racing. Again, touring cars, they pioneered the M3 Group A car that we're racing here, just about anywhere really. In the DTM, they went to Bathurst when there was a split between the organisers down there, and there were World League 2 1,000-kilometre races set up, where a lot of European teams came over for the Super Touring. Very bizarre when you think about it. Also very interesting to see those cars, those Merc cars there. Oops, didn't mean to shove you off, but I did. Very interesting to see they don't have any tobacco sponsorship on. I mean, obviously we do in the West cars here, even though it says East. And a fair few others would have as well. I mean, it was against the law to advertise tobacco in Germany. So, but they got around that as they did in F1. So, but they opted not to do it. I think Charlie Lamb did the same with Schnitzer. I think it's one of those situations where the factory efforts don't want to be associated with that kind of business. And I wish you could say the same about it today. Because we're seeing, I mean, in F1, we've got despotic nations, you know, companies coming in like Aramco and all of that, taking majority sponsorship of Mercedes. Admittedly ousting Petronas, which is also a god-awful company. The now botched Kingspan sponsorship with Mercedes, and all the NFT and cryptocurrency things that goes on in F1 is just atrocious. Like, there's a lot of money in all of that now, but that's until people find out that it's a scam. Cryptocurrency, NFTs, all of that stuff is just rubbish. Which also, coincidentally, I believe, if you're watching this and you don't know, I believe that all of that sort of cryptocurrency, NFT stuff can also be referenced as Web 3.0. So if you see the Web 3.0 or anything like that being posted on the internet, that's just being like, yeah, money for nothing, really. Just like, why do I need to own a JPEG? Or whatever else it is they sell as NFTs. I saw they were going to sell the first text message sent. You can own that. I'm like, what? Why? Isn't that like a museum piece? So you can own something that's in a museum? Anyway, we're coming up here to complete lap 28. Oh, bad boy. I think the issue there is turning in too late, rather than carrying too much speed in there. Oh, that was a bad gear change. That really took out a lot of time. Oh, we've made that pass. Oh, he got held up there massively on the exit. Fantastic. So, 4 laps to go. 4 laps to go. And we've just taken the lead away. But I suspect we won't have it for too long with how I'm driving. Oh yeah, especially like that, right out in the dirt. And doing that, of course, doesn't help at all. But we are very strong into the braking sector up here. do hope we have enough fuel. We might want to take just a little bit in that pit stop that I'm expecting to do. Yeah, I was meant to go for a run today, but apparently there's been like a huge number of people falling over because the ice and snow's been melting but freezing because it's still very cold. So I was like, no, why don't we not do that and fall over and break well, it would be an arm, a hand, a collarbone, rather than a leg, because, you know, depending on what you land on, or bang my head. So I was like, no, I actually don't want to do that right now, because that would be really annoying, because then I have to reschedule my vaccination. And they're side by side behind us, so they are arguing between each other, teammates. I mean, Emmanuel Apira might be able to swoop in and just take that away from them if they're not careful. Mess that up. Something fierce. Yeah, I'm not too sure. We might want to grab just one lap worth of fuel, but we'll find out. Oh dear. That's what you get for being too late on the brakes. And then you mess it up through there. Like, for all some of its faults, the UI, and I'm only saying some of its faults regarding the UI in R-Factor 2, because otherwise that is a top-notch sim to drive, but the UI is horribly outdated and not anywhere near as informative as it could be. But making pit adjustments in there is so much easier and intuitive than it is here. Like, you don't get any kind of relative, well, you do, but, you know, they don't divide up the scoring or your position based on class when you're in session, which I don't understand about R-Factor 2, because that's like their whole selling point, is they're really big on multi-class and sports car endurance racing, yet they don't actually have an easy way for you in a session to see where you lie in a class. I don't get that, but maybe I'm just a weird one there. And they seem to have pivoted more towards... Ah, here we go. Pit window open. Whee. See, that kind of caught me out there. So no fuel, seeing as we're on the second to last lap here. It'll just, again... confirm, adjust the strategy. Yes, we are changing tyres, but nothing else. And then there's awfully tight pit entry. Building on a set fresh of Bridgestones here, so we're ready for the final lap of the race of the season on top. Come on, hurry up. Boys, hurry up. 3, 2, 1. And yeah, we cleared him. He's just pulling out now, so that's good. We have a bit of a gap here. And what we need to not do is send it off down here, which is historically very easy to do. We have time to give, so we'll just take our time through that one. And away we are. We got a good gap there. So I feel far better about this win because it wasn't, in air quotes, given to me in the pit cycle. I was ahead before the pit stops. Again, we just have to make it across the line. So that should also cement P2 championship. And there we go, 2 wins in the final round for us. That is something we will take very well indeed. Across the line. Oh, fantastic. And then they're stopped there. So, one of the things we've learned, don't use that. So, that race sees us with 56 points. And again, second in the championship. Klaus Ludwig wins the year with 4 wins, 7 podiums, and a total of 507 points. We come in second, 3 wins, 3 podiums, and 475 points. Keke Rosberg third with 437 and 4 podiums. Bernd Schneider finishes fourth with 2 wins, 5 podiums, and 224 points. And Walter Röhrl rounds out the top 5 with 1 win, 3 podiums, and 389 points. So, that has been the Group A Festive Season Championship 2021. That's the year we're in. I hope you've enjoyed this series stroke championship. I hope you've had a very good Christmas. I hope you will have a very good New Year. I'll see you soon.